paid for like their tour of the bamboo factory or something in Japan.
Yeah.
And I've never heard that they went to the bamboo factory.
The After Party podcast. Here we are. There's Danielle and Gandhi and Garrett and Scotty B. And there's Nate, and I see Scary. And did I mention everyone? I think I did. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Who's going to a wedding this summer? Anyone?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We all going to weddings?
And winter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming.
They're lining up on the runway.
Yep.
Did you read about this thing going viral? There's a bride who got so pissed off at people who RSVP'd yes to the wedding and they didn't show up, so she's sending them invoices.
I don't blame her.
I don't either.
She's charging a fee.
This happened to me. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, I do remember. I remember who did it.
There was, we won't speak of the person, but there was, when you RSVP and you give your final number, a lot of times they charge you for that head, so you still have to pay for it. So unless the person is sick and has an issue, whatever, some excuses are not excuses. And the excuse that this person gave me, I won't say, wasn't really an excuse. And so I actually said something to them. And you know what they did? They wrote me a check and handed it to me and said, well, let me cover my plate. I ripped the check up and threw it out. And I said, it doesn't have anything to do with that. The fact is just to me that it's a rude thing. That
it is rude.
Whatever. Because the excuse was stupid. But anyway, so I totally understand. Totally understand.
You know the solution is just say no. You're not going.
You're right. Exactly. That's it. Just saying. And
Can't go.
this person asked to be invited to the wedding as well.
Okay, that's even weirder.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, yeah, we know that person, and we're glad that they're no longer in our lives. So we move on.
I'm so curious
Seriously.
now.
But this actually is picking up steam and going very viral about the bride who's charging people a no-show fee for not showing up. I guess you don't really want to put that on the invitation, do you?
No, you don't. That'd be very
so
creepy.
how do you let it be known?
I guess maybe you just talk to them individually or you hit them with a Venmo request. I'm going to look up exactly how she did it. Because, I mean, you could do the thing like, when you RSVP for or you reserve a restaurant reservation, and then you have to put your credit card down. And if you don't show up, then you get charged. I wonder if you could do that with your invite.
And I mean, if you cancel an appointment at a doctor's office less than 24 hours, you got to pay something. So,
I have a question.
What's that?
Oh boy, here it comes.
If you RSVP no to a wedding,
Yeah.
do you still have to give them the gift? Do you still owe them something?
I think I don't think you do, but I think it's nice to give a little something, maybe.
Absolutely, it is.
It depends on who it is.
Yeah, it depends on how well you know
friend
them.
level.
Yeah.
And when does that time run out?
I heard it was a year. Isn't it a year?
It's a year.
Can I add something to that? Because
Yes,
this
Scott.
happened to me. I was invited to go to a wedding. They're very close friends. It's the son of a very close friend of mine. I was not able to go, but I sent a very large gift because they're close, and I never got a thank you. So I don't know if he ever actually got it or not. But is
I'd
it
ask.
weird?
Why don't you ask?
Yeah, ask the parents.
I don't. Hey, did you get my gift?
Yeah. I'm just making sure that it got to you. I never heard, so I'm just curious.
Yeah,
That's
because
all.
what if they didn't get it and then they hate you because you didn't send something?
I thought that also. You know what it is? It was one of those websites where you can add money to something for an experience.
Yeah.
So I did it. So I paid for their tour of the bamboo factory or something in Japan.
Yeah.
And I've never heard that they went to the bamboo factory.
They make bamboo in Japan?
Well, whatever it is, some bamboo tour.
At a factory. At a factory.
Bamboo factory.
It's called a forest, I think.
Well, look, this is why I've never understood this theory of you need to give a gift that's equal to the amount they spent on the plate of food, which I think it's. You give a gift because you're happy for them, I thought. I mean, it's like, I want you to do well in life, and here,
Don't you remember when Scary would... He'd bring a blank check and he would whip it out, and depending on how the dinner was,
well, if they didn't have a shrimp station, he was going to put a little smaller amount on the check.
Oh my God!
No shrimp, no gift.
I don't know. My wedding must have sucked. I got a box of hangers from someone.
What? Did you really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's all they could afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had people at my wedding that were so wasted that they lost the checks. 3 of them, so hammered, came to me at the end of the wedding. Oh, I can't find your gift. It's somewhere. They resent us checks because
That's
they were
what I did.
So nice.
I resent my
That's what you
check. There was no problem.
See, I'm just going to throw myself a big birthday party and register for things.
That's fine.
You
Because
should. I would RSVP no, but send you a gift.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you guys also think that we get invited to a lot of weddings? I feel like I get invited to a ton of weddings of people I don't really know that well.
Yeah.
Specifically because they want a gift. Right? But I'm like, I don't even know you all.
absolutely.
What is
It could
this?
be. It could be.
Yeah,
you have any
invite them.
listeners?
A lot of people will invite me knowing full well I can't make it.
Yeah.
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 I found out once
Exactly.
that I was a second wave invite where people would invite people. They said no, and then I was like the B list.
I think weddings have that
because they demand
Yeah.
the catering hall says you're gonna have X amount of people. You've got to guarantee that amount. So I was a seat filler.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you showed up to my wedding. I'm glad you did.
But I also think it's
in hindsight, it was a lot of fun to be with you.
Sometimes I also think is you do want to invite that person, but you have too many people, so you have a B list where you go, okay, once people start saying no, I'll move over to these people. And it's not that you don't like them, it's just that, it's a lot of people sometimes.
Can't have everybody.
Right, you can't have everybody, right.
I didn't have a B list. Everyone was the A list.
Yeah.
No good. There were A-listers I couldn't put on there because I had too many other
Yeah.
A-listers.
Oh, that's
so I guess
nice.
that was the B list. So I don't know.
I do have people now that I regret that I didn't invite. That I wish, and I look back and I go, shit, I should have. Oh, can I say shit on this? Oh, yes, I can.
Yeah, you just said shit.
I wish I had invited them, and I feel bad that I didn't. To this day, I still do.
If you get the
we gotta
invite
let that
2
go.
weeks out, you're on the B list. Maybe the C list.
Yeah, I'm
And not
not
even the
going
B
there.
list at
Yeah,
that point.
At that point, forget it.
don't send an invite 2 weeks out. That's rude.
Right.
I wouldn't do that.
Elvis, your wedding was amazing, and after that, I was like, how do I go to another wedding and like compare it? Given you're not supposed to, but let's be honest, you had an amazing wedding. I was like, I'll never find anything close to this ever again. On vacation, there was a couple from Israel that flew in with 200 people and constructed this big, massive apparatus building on the beach and had a dance floor brought in and painted. I was like, well, I found the number 2 wedding behind you. I mean,
Wow.
they were serving tomahawk steaks. Normally, it's like a shrimp platter. They were serving tomahawk steaks.
That's a big gift.
Wow. Jesus. That's a big
I love they built their own chuppah on the beach.
gift.
Yeah.
Well, look, so if you were into that theory, well, you have to write a check for a gift that equals the amount of how much they spent on the wedding. Here's a check for $45,000.
Right,
Right? Oh, my God.
Like, what would you get Jeff Bezos for his wedding? What did people do?
The guy owns Amazon. He
They
has
did
everything.
donations.
Like,
Exactly.
what do you get?
I just give him a gift card for Amazon.
Or at that point, donate to a charity, maybe in their name.
Well, I wonder if they requested that.
I
of
think
their
it was a
guests.
They
charity. in their
probably
name.
did. Yeah, it would make sense.
Look, I have a lot of friends who'll do that because they have everything they need. They don't need any more in the house. I'm the same way. When we were having a birthday gathering for a friend of mine, I knew this friend wanted nothing. So I said, do not bring anything. Do not bring a gift. Gifts will be thrown in the trash. And, of course, people brought gifts because they were like, we don't think you really meant it. We thought maybe we should bring one. I was like, okay.
And asking for a friend, is it tacky to request a +1?
Yes.
No,
What?
you're not asking. You're asking for yourself, by the way.
Yes.
What?
It.
Yes.
Yes, because different people have like if you're in a relationship for a while, I think it depends. Some people say it depends on how long you've been in the relationship before you get invited to like the wedding.
You want me to ask Carla Marie and
Yes.
Anthony for you?
Oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, it could be.
I would think Carla Marie and Anthony are going to give you a +1.
No, they did because they said that they were giving +1s for people that were in committed
Yeah, so
relationships.
you're fine.
I believe that she was just unaware.
So how do you break this to your new girlfriend or boyfriend?
Oh.
Hey, the only way I would love for you to come to a good friend's wedding with me as my guest, but the only way for you to be allowed is if we are in a committed relationship.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Let's have that conversation.
Oh, God.
How uncomfortable is that? Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Well, she's
Otherwise, you
coming.
can't
So
go.
there's that.
So you're in a committed relationship?
Yes.
Oh, just checking. 'Cause
And
I'd
you're
like to have
tacky.
Another wedding.
And he asked for the +1. And he asked for the +1.
Did you ask them if you were invited?
No, I was. I got to save the date.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but it only came to me because it was pre. It's
got
a
you.
whole long story.
Okay.
Gotcha. I know, but you say a lot about your relationship you're in when you tell it.
That's a bigger check that they were going to get because
That's what I said. I said you'll get more money if 2 people come.
God.
You said that to them? Yes, you're tacky.
Wait, did you say that to her?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Of course he did. You're
She's
so
got to
tacky.
spend more money if 2 people come as well. You realize,
Oh, yeah,
right?
there's
And
that.
you're probably not covering what she's
No,
paying.
I'm definitely not covering.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're
Again.
inviting someone they've never met before.
Yeah, they're gonna have a
Again-
random person in all their pictures.
This is turning into a party you're paying for them. I hate this.
You got to
I
double
hate
down,
this
though, if
con-
you have a guest. You have to.
Oh yeah, of
You're
course.
going to pay in twos.
You have to pay in twos if you have a guest.
What's that mean?
Yeah, $2
And you have
bills.
to pay more.
Oh, in
money.
$2 bills? Yes,
no,
definitely.
No, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't be that guy again.
He is that guy.
Again.
I know.
Tacky, and more tacky. You're
Tacky
listening to the
B.
Tacky show.
B.
All right, I think we're done. Tacky B, thank you for your
Your new name,
contribution.
Tacky B.
Oh, great.
Tacky B.
That's
We'll see you at the
awesome.
wedding.
Bye.
All right, don't screw up that relationship. If you did, you could save some money. That's very
That's
important.
true. You
Half
have
price.
until November. You have some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a half off sale if you ditch her before the wedding. All right, well, thanks for showing up for the podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye.